Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, and defenders of freedom. On behalf of the East Turkestan government in exile, the East Turkestan Parliament in exile, the East Turkestan National Fund, and the East Turkestan National Movement, we gather here on February 5th, 2025, in front of the U.S. State Department to mark the 28th anniversary of the 1997 Ghulja Massacre. But let me be clear, this is not just about remembering the past. The genocide continues at this very moment, with millions of Uyghurs, Kazakhs, Kyrgyz, and other Turkic peoples suffering under China's brutal occupation of East Turkestan. We want to start with the playing of the East Turkestan national anthem. Again, we gather here today on February 5th, 2025, in front of the U.S. State Department to mark the 28th anniversary of the 1997 February 5th Ghulja Massacre. However, this is not just a day about remembering the past, but also calling on the international community to act for the atrocities that are taking place today. The genocide in East Turkestan continues at this very moment. Millions of Uyghurs, Kazakhs, Kyrgyz, and other Turkic peoples are suffering under China's brutal occupation of East Turkestan. They face mass internment in concentration camps and prisons, mass enslavement through forced labor, the systematic forced separation of over 1 million children from their families, and a horrifying campaign of state-sponsored rape as Uyghur and other Turkic women are forced to marry Chinese men. This is genocide, this is evil, and this must end. President Trump, Secretary Rubio, and all American patriots, we call on you. The Trump administration had the courage to do what no administration before it did. On January 19, 2021, under President Trump's leadership, the United States formally designated China's atrocities in East Turkestan as an ongoing genocide and crimes against humanity. That was a historic moment, but words are not enough. We need action. We need decisive, unwavering America First leadership to confront this evil and end China's reign of terror in East Turkestan once and for all. President Trump and Secretary Rubio, you know better than anyone that China is the greatest threat to America and the free world. They are stealing American jobs, flooding America with fentanyl, infiltrating American institutions, and building a war machine funded by the blood and suffering of tens of millions of enslaved Uyghurs and other Turkic people in occupied East Turkestan. We need more than condemnation. We need action. We need America to lead once again. The only way to end this genocide is to support East Turkestan's external self-determination. The only way to ensure the survival, freedoms, and human rights of Uyghurs and other Turkic peoples in East Turkestan is to restore East Turkestan's independence. We call upon the Trump administration, Secretary Rubio, and the whole of the U.S. government and all freedom-loving nations worldwide to stand with us in our just fight for justice. We demand, firstly, the recognition of East Turkestan as an occupied country. The world must acknowledge that the genocide being carried out against Uyghurs and other Turkic peoples stems from China's illegal occupation of our country. East Turkestan is not a part of China. It never was and never will be. The occupation is the root cause of the suffering we endure, and the world must recognize this reality. Secondly, we demand the appointment of a special coordinator for East Turkestani affairs at the U.S. State Department. We need a dedicated office, an official to ensure that the concerns of our people are addressed with the urgency that they demand. The U.S. must take a leadership role in countering China's campaign of genocide and repression. Thirdly, we demand meaningful action to counter China's systematic campaign of colonization, genocide, and occupation. The U.S. and its allies must take decisive steps, imposing stronger sanctions, increasing diplomatic pressures, and holding China and its Communist Party accountable for its genocide and crimes against humanity. Our struggle does not only exist in East Turkestan. It extends beyond the borders of our homeland. The Chinese government has been waging a relentless campaign of transnational repression, targeting our exiled communities in the United States, Europe, and beyond. They seek to silence our voices, undermine our independence movement, and dismantle our resistance. That is why today we also demand, one, monitoring and protection for the East Turkestani diaspora. We call on democratic governments, particularly those hosting East Turkestani diaspora communities, to closely monitor all individuals traveling to and from East Turkestan. Many who return from the PRC occupied and controlled territories do so under coercion, blackmail, or recruitment by Chinese intelligence agencies. These cases must be scrutinized to prevent Beijing from using our own people against us. Secondly, we demand the recognition. Secondly, we demand that the United States counter China's United Front Work Department and its intelligence agencies. The CCP's United Front Work Department, along with its other intelligence agencies, has long been actively working to infiltrate, undermine, and dismantle the East Turkestani national movement abroad. Western intelligence agencies and law enforcement must treat Chinese intelligence and United Front Work-led initiatives as a direct national security threat and take decisive action to counter China's transnational repression. Thirdly, we demand the implementation of strict counterintelligence measures against PRC influence operations. Western governments must also acknowledge that China's repression does not stop within East Turkestan. The PRC extends its oppression into democratic societies, seeking to silence our dissidents, to co-opt our community leaders, and to dismantle our organization and our independence movement. Governments must take firm action to prevent China from using espionage, coercion, and disinformation campaigns to undermine our just struggle to restore East Turkestan's independence. Fourthly, we demand the investigation and prosecution of Chinese espionage targeting the East Turkestani diaspora. We call upon the White House and the U.S. government to launch investigations into China's transnational repression of our people. The PRC has systematically harassed, threatened, and spied on East Turkestani independence leaders in the United States and beyond, often using their Uyghur-speaking agents some of whom masquerade as activists, scholars, religious leaders, and community leaders to defame, ostracize, and undermine those advocating for our just struggle to restore our independence. Chinese agents and assets operating in our diaspora, including those in the United States, must be prosecuted and punished accordingly. President Trump, Secretary Rubio, and the whole of the U.S. government, this is your moment. We ask you to implement policies that directly challenge China's relentless campaign of colonization, genocide, and occupation in East Turkestan. We ask you to hold the PRC and its officials accountable through key sanctions against those responsible for the genocide and crimes against humanity. We ask you to support East Turkestan's efforts to obtain justice by supporting our complaints before the International Criminal Court or referring it to the International Court of Justice. We ask you to support the East Turkestani people's right to external self-determination. We ask you to take action now before it's too late. Time is running out, not only for the East Turkestani people, but also for the United States, to stop the greatest evil empire in history, the Chinese Empire, more commonly known as the People's Republic of China. May the memories of those lost in the Ghulja Massacre, as well as the millions lost and still suffering in the ongoing genocide, live on forever. May justice be served, and may East Turkestan soon be free and independent once more. Thank you. Now we're going to do some chants. We're going to face the U.S. State Department. February 5th, 1997. February 5th, 1997. Massacre in Ghulja. February 5th, 2025. Justice for East Turkestan. 75 years of justice. 75 years of injustice. End it now. 75 years of injustice. End it now. 75 years of silence. Act now. 75 years of silence. Act now. Justice for the martyrs of Ghulja. Justice for the martyrs of Ghulja. Freedom for the people of East Turkestan. Freedom for the people of East Turkestan. China's crimes must be exposed. China's crimes must be exposed. Justice for East Turkestan. Justice for all. Justice for East Turkestan. Justice for all. China's genocide must end. China's genocide must end. Free East Turkestan now. China's genocide must end. Free occupation! End it now! 75 years of Chinese occupation! End it now! East Turkestan must be free! East Turkestan must be free! East Turkestan must be independent! East Turkestan must be independent! Stop the genocide! Recognize East Turkestan! Stop the genocide! Support East Turkestan's independence! Stop the genocide! Recognize East Turkestan! Stop the genocide! Support East Turkestan's independence! China's empire must fall! Independence for East Turkestan! China's empire must fall! Independence for East Turkestan! Chinese occupation fuels genocide! Chinese occupation fuels genocide! Freedom for East Turkestan ends the genocide! Independence for East Turkestan ends the genocide! China's occupation fuels genocide! China's occupation fuels genocide! Independence for East Turkestan ends the genocide! Independence for East Turkestan ends the genocide! Genocide is happening! Stop it now! Genocide is happening! Stop it now! Never again means action. Act now! Never again means action. Act now! Take China to the ICC! Genocide must not go unpunished! Take China to the ICC! Genocide must not go unpunished! Take Xi Jinping to the Hague! Justice for East Turkestan! Take Xi Jinping to the Hague! Justice for East Turkestan! East Turkestan is not China! It never was, it never will be! East Turkestan is not China! It never was, it never will be! Recognize and support our sovereignty! End China's tyranny! Recognize and support our sovereignty! End China's tyranny! Call it East Turkestan, not Xinjiang! Call it East Turkestan, not Xinjiang! China, get out of East Turkestan! China, get out of East Turkestan! China, end the occupation! China, end the occupation! China, end the colonization! China, end the colonization! Recognize East Turkestan Support East Turkestan's independence now. Chinese occupation must end. We will fight. We will defend East Turkestan. Chinese occupation must end. We will fight. We will defend East Turkestan. Independence is the only way. Free East Turkestan today. Independence is the only way. Free East Turkestan today. Xi Jinping is a genocidal criminal. Take Xi Jinping to The Hague. Xi Jinping is the genocidal criminal. Take Xi Jinping to The Hague. China's crimes must not be ignored. Hold Beijing accountable. China's crimes must not be ignored. Hold Beijing accountable. China is the world's greatest threat. We must stop them before it's too late. China is the world's greatest threat. We must stop them before it's too late. No to China's genocide. Yes to East Turkestan's independence. No to China's genocide. Yes to East Turkestan's independence. No to Chinese colonization. Yes to global freedom. No to Chinese colonization. Yes to global freedom. No to Chinese imperialism. Yes to global freedom. No to Chinese imperialism. Yes to global freedom. Stop China's colonial empire. Independence for East Turkestan. Stop China's colonial empire. Support East Turkestan's independence. Stop China's colonial empire. Support East Turkestan's independence. America, lead the fight for justice. America, lead the fight for justice. Trump, Rubio, act today. Stop the genocide, don't delay. Trump, Rubio, act today. Stop the genocide, don't delay. Trump, Rubio, act today. Stop China's genocide, don't delay. Trump, Rubio, act today. Stop China's genocide, don't delay. America first means stopping China's crimes. America first means stopping China's crimes. Stand up for freedom, now's the time. America, take a stand, free East Turkestan. America, take a stand, free East Turkestan. Freedom is on the line, defend East Turkestan. Freedom is on the line, defend East Turkestan. China's empire must fall. China's empire must fall. East Turkestan must be independent. China's empire must fall. East Turkestan must be independent. Liberation for East Turkestan, global freedom. Liberation for East Turkestan equals global freedom. China's genocide must end. Free East Turkestan now. China's genocide must end. Free East Turkestan now. China's colonization must end. Recognize East Turkestan now. China's genocide must end. Free East Turkestan now. China's colonization must end. Recognize East Turkestan now. 75 years of Chinese colonialism. End it now. 75 years of Chinese colonialism. End it now. 75 years of Chinese occupation. End it now. 75 years of Chinese occupation. End it now. Stop the genocide. Recognize East Turkestan. Stop China's genocide. Recognize East Turkestan. Stop China's genocide. Support East Turkestan's independence. Stop China's genocide. Support East Turkestan's independence. China's empire must fall. China's empire must fall. Independence for East Turkestan. Independence for East Turkestan. Chinese occupation fuels genocide. Chinese occupation fuels genocide. Independence for East Turkestan ends the genocide. Independence for East Turkestan ends the genocide. Chinese occupation fuels genocide. Independence for East Turkestan ends the genocide. Genocide is happening. Stop it now. Genocide is happening. Stop it now. Never again means action. Act now. Never again means action. Act now. Take China to the ICC. Take China to the ICJ. Turkestan!
Justice for East Turkestan!
Recognize East Turkestan!
Recognize Turkestan!
Recognize East Turkestan!
Recognize Turkestan!
Support East Turkestan's independence!
Support East Turkestan independence!
Support East Turkestan's independence!
Support East Turkestan independence!
East Turkestan is not China!
East Turkestan is not China!
It never was, it never will be!
There never will be!
East Turkestan is not China!
East Turkestan is not China!
It never was, it never will be!
There never was and never be!
Recognize and support our sovereignty!
Recognize and support our sovereignty!
And China's tyranny!
And China's tyranny!
Recognize and support our sovereignty!
Recognize and support our sovereignty!
And China's tyranny!
And China's tyranny!
Call it East Turkestan, not Xinjiang!
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 East Turkestan is not China!
East Turkestan is not China!
Call it East Turkestan, not Xinjiang!
Call it East Turkestan, not Xinjiang!
East Turkestan is not China!
East Turkestan is not China!
Recognize East Turkestan as an occupied country!
Recognize East Turkestan as an occupied country!
Support East Turkestan's independence now!
Support East Turkestan independence now!
Recognize East Turkestan as an occupied country!
Recognize East Turkestan as an occupied country!
Support East Turkestan's independence now!
Support East Turkestan independence now!
Chinese occupation must end!
Chinese occupation must end!
We will fight, we will defend East Turkestan!
We will fight, we will defend East Turkestan!
Chinese occupation must end!
Chinese occupation must end!
We will fight, we will defend East Turkestan!
We will fight, we will defend East Turkestan!
Independence is the only way!
Independence is the only way!
Free East Turkestan today!
Free East Turkestan today!
Independence is the only way!
Independence is the only way!
Free East Turkestan today!
Free East Turkestan today!
Hold China accountable!
Hold China accountable!
Hold China accountable!
Hold China accountable!
Xi Jinping is a genocidal criminal!
Xi Jinping is a genocidal criminal!
Take Xi Jinping to the Hague!
Take Xi Jinping to the Hague!
Xi Jinping is a genocidal criminal!
Xi Jinping is a genocidal criminal!
Take Xi Jinping to the Hague!
Take Xi Jinping to the Hague!
China's crimes must not be ignored!
China's crimes must not be ignored!
Hold Beijing accountable!
Hold China accountable!
China's crimes must not be ignored!
China's crimes must not be ignored!
Hold Beijing accountable!
Hold China accountable!
China's the world's greatest threat!
China is the world's greatest threat!
We must stop them before it's too late!
We must stop them before it's too late!
China's the world's greatest threat!
China is the world's greatest threat!
We must stop them before it's too late!
We must stop them before it's too late!
No to China's genocide!
Hold China's genocide!
Yes to East Turkestan's independence!
Yes to East Turkestan independence!
No to China's genocide!
No to China's genocide!
Yes to East Turkestan's independence!
Yes to East Turkestan independence!
No to Chinese imperialism!
No to Chinese imperialism!
Yes to global freedom!
Yes to global freedom!
No to Chinese imperialism!
No to Chinese imperialism!
Yes to global freedom!
Yes to global freedom!
No to Chinese colonization!
No to Chinese colonization!
Yes to East Turkestan independence!
Yes to East Turkestan independence!
No to Chinese colonization!
No to Chinese colonization!
Yes to East Turkestan's independence! China's colonial empire.
Stop China's colonial empire.
Stop Chinese occupation.
Stop Chinese occupation.
Independence for East Turkestan.
Independence for East Turkestan.
Justice for humanity.
Justice for humanity.
Independence for East Turkestan.
Independence for East Turkestan.
Justice for humanity.
Justice for humanity.
America, lead the fight for justice.
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 Trump, Rubio, act today.
Trump, Rubio, act today.
Stop China's genocide, don't delay.
Stop China's genocide, don't delay.
Trump, Rubio, act today.
Trump, Rubio, act today.
Stop China's genocide, don't delay.
Stop China's genocide, don't delay.
Trump, Rubio, act today.
Trump, Rubio, act today.
Stop Chinese occupation, don't delay.
Stop Chinese occupation, don't delay.
Trump, Rubio, act today.
Trump, Rubio, act today.
Stop Chinese occupation, don't delay.
Stop China's occupation, don't delay.
Trump, Rubio, act today.
Trump, Rubio, act today.
Stop Chinese imperialism, don't delay.
Stop China's imperialism, don't delay.
Trump, Rubio, act today.
Trump, Rubio, act today.
Stop Chinese imperialism, don't delay.
Stop China's imperialism, don't delay.
America first means stopping China's crimes. America first means stopping China. America first means stopping China. America first means ending Chinese imperialism. America first means ending Chinese imperialism. America first means ending Chinese occupation. America first means ending Chinese occupation. America, uphold your promise of never again. America, take a stand, free East Turkestan. America, uphold your promise of never again. America, take a stand, free East Turkestan. Trump, Rubio, act today. Stop China's genocide, don't delay. Trump, Rubio, act today. Stop Chinese occupation, don't delay. Trump, Rubio, act today. Stop Chinese colonization, don't delay. Trump, Rubio, act today. Recognize East Turkestan, don't delay. Trump, Rubio, act today. Recognize East Turkestan, don't delay. Trump, Rubio, act today. Support East Turkestan's independence, don't delay. Trump, Rubio, act today. Support East Turkestan's independence, don't delay. Terrorist China! Terrorist China! Fascist China! Fascist China! Imperialist China! Imperialist China! 75 years is enough. China end the occupation. 75 years is enough. China end the colonization. 75 years is enough. China end the genocide. China, get out of East Turkestan now. China, get out of East Turkestan now. Go home, China. Go home, China. Go behind your Great Wall. Go back behind your Great Wall. Go home, China. Go back behind your Great Wall. Terrorist China. Terrorist China. Fascist China. Fascist China. Genocidal China. Genocidal China. Imperialist China. Imperialist China. America, lead the fight for justice. America, lead the fight for justice. Trump, Rubio, act today. Stop China's genocide, don't delay. Trump, Rubio, act today. Stop China's occupation, don't delay. Trump, Rubio, act today. Stop Chinese occupation, don't delay. Trump, Rubio, act today. Stop Chinese imperialism, don't delay. Trump, Rubio, act today. Support East Turkestan, don't delay. Trump, Rubio, act today. Support East Turkestan today. Trump, Rubio, act today. Stop China's genocide, don't delay. Trump, Rubio, act today. Stop Chinese colonization, don't delay. Trump, Rubio, act today. Stop Chinese imperialism, don't delay. Stop Chinese imperialism, don't delay. America, uphold your promise of never again. America, uphold your promise of never again. America, take a stand for East Turkestan. America, take a stand for East Turkestan. Thank you, everyone, for those joining us here in person, as well as those watching online. Again, we're here on February 5th, 2025, to commemorate the 28th anniversary of the 1997 February 5th Ghulja Massacre, in which tens of thousands of peaceful East Turkestani protesters, Uyghurs, Kazakhs, Kyrgyz, and other Turkic peoples took to the streets of Ghulja in the freezing cold weather to peacefully demand an end to China's colonial policies, to demand an end to its racist discrimination policies, and to demand our fundamental rights to self-determination, our fundamental right to independence. However, 28 years later, the Ghulja Massacre has led to an ongoing genocide that at this very moment, millions of Uyghurs, Kazakhs, Kyrgyz, and other Turkic peoples are locked up in concentration camps, while millions more are enslaved in forced labor factories producing the very goods that we in the United States and across the world consume, from our consumer electronics to our clothing. Unfortunately, despite international recognition of the genocide, despite international condemnation of the genocide is ongoing. It has not stopped. In fact, it continues to deteriorate because the international community is failing to address the fundamental root cause of this genocide, which is Chinese occupation and colonization of East Turkestan. And the only way to truly end this ongoing genocide and colonization is to restore East Turkestan's independence. For without East Turkestan's independence, there is no way to end this genocide. There is no way to ensure the fundamental freedoms, the human rights, or the very survival of our people. Therefore, we call upon the United States government, to Secretary Rubio, to President Trump, to all democratic and freedom-loving nations across the world, to acknowledge the root cause of this genocide by recognizing East Turkestan as an occupied country, and to take meaningful action to end this genocide once and for all by supporting the East Turkestani people's right to external self-determination and supporting them, providing them with material, political, diplomatic, financial, and other support necessary to restore East Turkestan's independence to ensure the survival of our people. China is a threat to the international community, not just to East Turkestan. China is stealing the wealth, the minerals and resources, hundreds of billions of dollars every year of oil, natural gas, coal, beryllium, lithium, other rare earth minerals, and using it to strengthen itself so that it can invade and occupy other countries, so that it can threaten the security, the well-being of other nations across the world. The key to ending Chinese expansionism, the key to ending this genocide, the key to ending Chinese imperialism, the key to ensuring a safe and prosperous world for the whole of humanity is to restore East Turkestan's independence. Once East Turkestan's independence is restored, the Chinese empire will crumble. There will be no Chinese empire left. Therefore, China will not be able to pose a threat to the international community. So it is both a moral and a strategic necessity for the international community to support the restoration of East Turkestan's independence. Thank you. I want to take this moment as well to pray for all of our martyrs. Since the Chinese occupation, since the Chinese invasion of East Turkestan on October 12th, to this day, to all the East Turkestanis, the countless men, the millions of men, women, and children who have lost their lives, who have been martyred, defending East Turkestan and its right to freedom, defending its sovereignty, defending its right to exist. May God grant them paradise, and may God grant us the strength to resist this occupation, to resist this colonization, to resist this Chinese empire. May God grant us allies like the United States. May God grant courage to Secretary Rubio, to President Trump, to the United States government. May God grant them global leadership so that they can take on the worst, the most evil empire that humanity has ever seen. Thank you.